Welcome to NAB 2018. I'm Joe O'Halloran, Editor-in-Chief of Rapid TV News, and I'm here with Walt Horstman, SVP and GM of TiVo's Advanced Media and Advertising Division. Walt, welcome to NAB.
Joe, great to be here.
It's been a crazy year so far. What have you seen in your world?
We've given the consumer everything they ever wanted, which is all the content available on any device under any different business model. And it's created lots of opportunity for the consumer, but also quite a bit of challenges to sort through this wealth of content that we have available.
It's a wealth, and it's a demand for wealth. How are the service providers keeping up with the demands from consumers? And again, how are they keeping up with monetizing that huge demand?
Yeah, the way that we're helping the service providers and also the content providers as they're going direct to consumer is really to provide software, technology, underpinned by data to get the consumer to the content that they're most interested in as frictionless a way as possible. And we do that through a couple of different mechanisms. First is bringing together the wealth of assets that we have at our disposal at TiVo, which is our metadata, our knowledge graph, all of the viewership data that we have available to create machine learning prediction algorithms to personalize and to predict what the consumer is interested in so that we can drive an engaging experience for the consumer and get them to the content that they want. And even further, we have a conversation voice offering. So think about the way that we're going to get to content in the near future is by using our voice as the gateway and speaking to a near field or a far field device and saying, hey, what's on TV tonight? Or using search to find a particular movie, like Show Me Movies with Tom Hanks, and then the ones that are the comedies and so forth. So all of the trends that we're supporting is really about getting the consumer to the content that they want in an efficient and engaging experience as possible. And the proof points are there. When we have a piece of recommended content that the consumer watches, the viewership is longer, they're engaged more, and what that does is it drives better monetization opportunities of the content, more advertising opportunities. And so in addition to helping the consumer, we're also using all of our data products to empower the content marketers and the content sellers of advertising, along with agencies and advertisers, to use the wealth of set-top box data that we have to provide better targeting, more sophisticated targeting, matching data sets of first-party, third-party data, and then even going one step further and infusing all of our data into the digital ecosystem to really bring the advertisers and the agencies the ability to make sense of all of this content in all of its distributed forms to have true cross-platform campaign planning and measurement.
That just sounds hugely complex. The job has just got harder for the service providers.
Yeah.
You mentioned machine learning.
Mm-hmm.
How fundamental is investing in artificial intelligence and making that happen, or even trying to make that?
Oh, absolutely. We use machine learning across a whole swath of our activities in the Advanced Media and Advertising business unit. And it's all about predictions. So taking all of this data that we've got at our disposal and making predictions of what do we think you as the consumer are interested in watching. And what we're finding is what you're interested in watching can vary by day of week. On the weekend, we're finding that consumers are much more interested in exploring new content during the week, more interested in catching up or staying engaged with the content that they're familiar with. And then on our using data for our advertising products, in order to do effective targeting with advanced data, we need to predict what is a target audience going to be watching 3, 4, 6 weeks into the future to do effective planning of advanced advertising.
Now, you're right at the sharp end doing advanced advertising. We're in a world that's going towards subscription, particularly the SVOD players and Netflix, Hulu, Amazon.
Sure.
What trend do you see in that going forward over the next 12 months?
Well, we absolutely have to have a robust ad-supported video ecosystem. It is paramount for brand building, for getting messages to consumers. We are a fundamental consumer-driven economy, and having a well-funded, healthy, and robust ad-supported video ecosystem is absolutely critical. And when you look at the economics of video production and content creation, it's continuing to increase, and so therefore it has to be supported by advertising. So not only from the economics of it, but also for the health of brand building and getting messages out. So we are very supportive of our content providers who are ad-supported in helping them use data and our software capabilities to better monetize all of their content.
As a final and fair question, given what you just explained and the complexities, how different are markets going to be this time next year? What's next?
Oh, I think more application of data. We are really in this world of applying advanced data to TV advertising. And when I say TV advertising, I speak of it as any distribution mechanism for premium video content, whether it be through linear, OTT, connected TV, what have you. We're going to get more sophisticated, more facile with applying all of this advanced viewership data, married with first-party data, other third-party data, to really have a cross-platform campaign management and measurement. We still are today in a number of different silos. We have campaigns that are actually dictated based on the distribution mechanism of the video content. That is really starting to finally break down, come together, and the data and the software tools will keep advancing. And that is a positive story of all this complexity, which is making it easier for advertisers and marketers to activate their campaigns, and then for the sellers to have easier tools to sell their advertising units.
Look forward to seeing this evolution happen. Walt, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching.